Well, happy Friday, everyone. I'm Chris Brown. It's time for your week in review from ClarkCountyToday.com. It was an interesting week weather-wise. On Saturday, quite a lot of you woke up to several inches of snow on the ground. We sent a drone up over Vancouver to capture the scene there. And our photographer, Mike Schwartz, went into northern Clark County to capture some amazing sights around Moulton and Lucia Falls and out in Ridgefield. And then on Tuesday, it was heavy rains that sent area streams and creeks up over their banks, leading to a number of road closures in Ridgefield, the center, and Kalama. Unfortunately, the rain let up before there was any major damage from that flooding. Also on Tuesday, voters in Vancouver, Evergreen, La Center, Hawkinson, and Ridgefield school districts voted on levies and bonds. Hawkinson was the only district to say no to levies meant to raise local dollars for teachers. That district is expected to start trying to figure out a contingency plan next week. Ridgefield, meanwhile, fell just shy of 60% needed for their $77 million building bond. We'll have a piece on how they're moving forward early next week. It's uncharted territory for them. While Vancouver schools did get 2 levies approved, the district said a dip in enrollment is increasing their projected budget shortfall next year from $11.4 million to $14.3 million. Now, who gets the blame for the problem? It's not as cut and dried as you think. Be sure to check out our story at ClarkCountyToday.com for the details. Clark College may be the next battleground in the push for educator pay raises. Faculty there are ramping up pressure on the community college, saying they want raises in line with what K-12 educators recently got. College President Bob Knight says they actually need to make budget cuts, and some Board of Trustee members say faculty need to help them push lawmakers in Olympia for more funding. But faculty and professors say declining student enrollment hasn't hurt revenue. They blame a 41% increase in administrative costs for the budget crunch facing the school. There's a clock ticking down on the union website, so stay tuned. Port of Kamas-Washougal is moving forward towards further development of the Washougal waterfront, with 4 developers being interviewed. The port hopes to find a public-private partnership with shared vision of a major commercial and residential development. After completing more than $17 million in property purchases and park construction, the port is stepping into the building phase. Starting this year, a natural play area for children will break ground with updated trails, marina amenities, and more than 17 buildings to come over the next decade. The port says their plans are largely backed by several years of community input through outreach, and they intend to keep both cities and residents in the loop. Busy week in sports. First, the WIAA released the brackets for the state wrestling championships, doubling the number of athletes this year because regional qualifying tournaments across the state were canceled due to snow. Then district and by-district basketball play resumed after those storms. As of Thursday night, 9 boys and girls basketball teams from Clark County had clinched spots in state tournaments, plus several other teams were still alive. ClarkCountyToday.com had stories all week as the basketball tournaments progressed. Plus, we posted a feature on wrestling to preview Matt Classic, the state championships, which begin today and conclude Saturday. Plus, we had a feature on high school boys swimming. That sport holds its state championships this weekend, too. So come back to ClarkCountyToday.com on Monday to read about how all our local athletes fare. Well, there you have it. Just a quick look at the top stories this week in Clark County. Send your story ideas to news@ClarkCountyToday.com or join our growing and active community on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. For all of us at ClarkCountyToday.com, I'm Chris Brown. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.